If you're a leader or a salesperson, if you have anything to do with selling or motivating change, I don't have to tell you that can be a tough challenge. Oh, people will change their behaviors if they have to, but deep down, they may be resisting or even resenting the change. I had a woman in one of our workshops, a person who owned her own company. She told me, everyone knows we have to change if we're going to stay in business, but motivating people to change in my company is like solving a Rubik's Cube when you're colorblind and with one hand tied behind your back. The next time you're attempting to sell, manage, or lead change, here's a question to ask yourself. Am I being too logical? Let me explain. Paul Klee, the famous artist, once said, "We have two eyes. One is for seeing, the other is for feeling." In other words, people don't just process information logically. At the same time, they also process it emotionally. If you're trying to motivate people to make a change, that logical argument by itself, that's not going to cut it. In addition, people need to see themselves feeling better or experiencing less pain as a result of the change that you're promoting. But here's the kicker. You can't tell people they're going to feel better. Let me say that again. You cannot tell people they're going to feel better. You have to show them. How? By triggering their imaginations and helping them mentally experience feeling good. Said another way, you need to create a story your audience can identify with and relate to. A story that opens up their feeling eye and helps them envision new possibilities. Facts alone, no matter how airtight your logic is, they're going to do very little to persuade anyone unless those facts are wrapped in a believable and well-told story. A story that paints a concrete picture of a new, better, or maybe even unexpected experience. Now, I know that may sound easier said than done, right? But not once you've mastered the tools we provide during our strategic storytelling programs. You will be presenting logical arguments that will get heads nodding up and down during your presentations. You'll see people look away from their cell phones as they listen more closely. You'll be able to disarm naysayers and people who have entrenched viewpoints. And those typical case histories you provide, those are going to turn into intriguing stories that play in the theater of your audience's mind as your audience identifies with the problem that needs to be solved. Our strategic storytelling programs are being used by companies like Microsoft, IBM, Wrigley, Coca-Cola, Capital One, and many, many others in 22 different countries. So if you're looking for ways to become more influential, more persuasive, especially when it comes to leading, selling, or motivating change, we will tailor any one of our programs to your specific needs through private coaching or through team workshops. You can read about any of our general programs throughout this website. Let's get started today to bring about the changes you, your company, or your sales team need to make.